Good morning. I spent a lot of this morning sort of reorganizing the van today. I wasn't using a space. I had all my gear everywhere when I packed up to go, but finally got some time. Since I went to a lot of the expo yesterday, I don't really have to even go the next 2 days. I paid for a 3-day pass for Overland Expo, but I'll roll in there in a little bit. Just want to hang out here, clean things up a little bit, reorganize. Shadow chaser, which is what I call the van. And if you want to know the story behind that, it's because I realized that as I head out west sometimes, the semis block the angle of the sun during sunset or towards later in the day. And so I kind of try to keep the van chasing the shadows. So that's the story behind that name. I thought it was appropriate. But I got my Starlink working last night. And while I'm supposed to go to some sessions for Overland Expo, I give you this book. I mean, I don't know I haven't had time to really go through it. I'm debating what to do, really, but I'll show you what I've done here today. I haven't really cleaned this area, but I got the Starlink up and running. It's quite sunny. Yep, there you go. There's a Starlink. And this is my camp area. This is my camp area. You have some neighbors here and there. Someone's coming down this road now. But yeah, this is I usually sleep here. I don't know if you could see from the past videos. I use the Hest mattress. I put it along here. Today I reorganized it where I rolled this over so I could use the bench again. These are a lot of gifts and food, things like that. So I reorganized that. I put some of my fly fishing gear so it's a little bit cleaner now, the way I have it. I have this is where I store some blankets and some additional gear. I'll see if I can be more efficient with that. But I kind of like it having this here sometimes because it's a little bit of a partition. And this is my toilet area. And I had all this stuff lying here before, but I cleared most of it out. I put it behind this. And I actually have a bit more space here too. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more organization as well before I get into storage at National Indoor Recreational Vehicle, NIRVC in North Las Vegas. But yeah, this is what I spent the better part of the morning doing, which is like taking stuff out, putting it here, rearranging stuff, putting it in. It doesn't look like much change actually, but it is significant because it was a little bit more cluttered before. Let's see, Hest. We can kind of step outside and take a look at where it's very dusty, where we are. Make sure I have my key so I don't get locked out. Sunny. No lack of sun, for sure. Yeah, this is a very popular dispersed camping area outside of Flagstaff. You know, like I was saying yesterday, I really didn't like doing the Overland Expo when I looked at it in terms of a lot of people they pay for the group camping. But for me, I just didn't want to be. I mean, there are other RVs here for sure. Like if you look over there, this is about 75 yards away from me. But I'll take the drone up and we can have a look. Take the drone up and we can have a look at what's in the area. But this is a good area to camp because we don't have to stay like a parking lot. That's basically what the situation was at Overland Expo, which I didn't like. And seeing that it was like that, the benefits are that, it's like tonight I got invited by the marketing guy at Storyteller to go have taco night tonight with them, and that's fine. I might walk over, I might not. I might go back to Sedona because I do want to hang out there a little bit more. I don't know. I want to see the Grand Canyon as well. Again, I've seen it before, but it's amazing. Yeah, so that's pretty much my day, is trying to figure out what to do. I will go over there in a little bit and probably have lunch over there. Okay, so I'm back at Overland Expo West. One thing I can recommend when you come here is that if you're going to be here, I don't think it takes all 3 days. I think if you have time, you can do all 3 days. I think you can see most of the things the first day, depending on what you need to buy or what you're shopping for. If you're shopping for a lot of overlanding kit to kit something out, then you might need 2 days or something like that. But never forget, at these conventions, usually on the last day, okay, here's the thing. They won't have much selection left anymore, or you'll have to order online if they have a discount code. They do give special deals here. I picked up some knives yesterday and it was cheaper than the retail price. But if you're here and you're thinking of just buying stuff or seeing what's new, it's great. The first day you can do a lot of that. The second day, maybe you've targeted what you want to get and then go in there and get that, right? And you'd be pretty much done. The third day is when most people leave. And actually, they run out of stock probably on most stuff like conventions that they have here. And the vendors a lot of times are looking to get rid of the remaining stock so they don't have to travel back with it. So what they'll do is usually the couple hours before they close or before they're about to leave, or even in the morning. Some people, some companies, they might trek down from Colorado or the East Coast or the South, wherever it is. We're in Arizona, maybe they're in Seattle or something. They'll actually not want to take the stock back with them, so they'll give a really good discount on the remaining stock that they have here. And you can pick up some good deals on stuff sometimes. But usually all the good stuff is gone whenever you go to these conventions. But for me, right now I'm here. I'm just relaxing. I'm going to go through this book as I have lunch, and then I'm going to take another look around. I think I missed the morning classes. They have some classes here on YouTube and things like that where I can... those are the classes that I've been going to on podcasting, YouTube, and things like that to help me become a better YouTuber, I guess, or social media person, which, could be helpful, And so it's good because you meet some like-minded people there. And so what I'm doing now is I just made lunch. I'm going to have lunch. I'm going to look at that. And then I'm going to do some last minute shopping. Tonight, I think this is the 3-day bracelet they give you. So I just going back around to the first thing I said. Prepaid parking is really good because what'll happen is you will notice when it's very busy that there are cars parked along the highway. And those are the guys who are coming in for day parking. But if you prepay all 3 days or prepay your day parking, they send you into the racetrack lot here, and you don't have to park so far away. So that's the good thing. I mean, if you want to get a great parking spot, I know some people online said come early, which I did yesterday, but actually around noontime, lunchtime, I think the morning session, a lot of the people who were prepaid for their parking have left. And so I came today, it's like 1:30 right now. I just got here 10 minutes ago. and there was no problem. There was no lineup, and there's plenty of parking spaces in the prepaid. However, if you didn't prepay, you're not parking in here, is what I think. I think that's why all those people park so far away outside. Or they're parked at the Northern Arizona University and they're taking the shuttle in. So if there's one thing I can recommend, if you're coming to this, prepay your parking and then come over here. So lunch today is some turkey sandwiches with some of the Fresh Chili Company's awesome product, which is what I want to get. This is one of my favorite things. Put them on hot dogs, put them on burgers, I put them on the sandwich. I just love it. It's like I do medium. It's the jalapeno mustard relish. Nice company. Good stuff. Day 2. I just checked out the new model of the wrap-on toilet, which I kind of like. It's much more compact than my Laveo. Pricey, but we'll see. Figure out how to work it out. Good morning from Arizona land. It's Sunday and the last day of the Overland Expo, and I decided not to leave yesterday or go to Sedona. Do it another time rather than head down there for the sunset. I decided that I would go to another section of lectures or classes that they have over at the Overland Expo today, 10 a.m. Probably after I get a shower. And having breakfast here, some oatmeal. Hot. So what's on the agenda? And then afterwards, I will probably do a quick spray wash of the van here, and then we will head over to the Grand Canyon area and find a camping spot around there. There's some dispersed camping over there as well, so hopefully we'll get a spot there. And then next day, probably head to Kingman, Arizona, and from there Las Vegas, Nevada. But yeah, I'll stay overnight tonight in the Williams Grand Canyon area. That's my plan for now. Could change, who knows. Alright. Last day, Overland Expo. Parking lot. Just going to one of the classes. And then I'll take off to Grand Canyon area. There's a lecture.
Get 10, 20, 30 of them. Change perspectives, change height, change lens length, right? You have multiple types of recording tools. Use that too. Filters for the X5 and the Pocket. I don't think I've ever used them. I am too lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh yeah, there's an NG filter. It's in the other bag somewhere. Oh, whatever. Similar to like a GoPro. Some of the technology, so we call that HDR, high dynamic range. Our phones, our tools have so much computer technology